Yo, what's up? Today we're playing Requiem. Yeah, this level. But yeah, anyways, here's the thing. In my soon-to-be 3 years of playing this game, there's one event that I've always really wanted to do but never got around to it. Maria, an event hosted by A on Air, and I have no idea when he started doing this. But it's basically just something that encourages people to play memory levels in the month of May. Since I was kind of ambitious this year, I wanted to do something hard. Although I wasn't sure whether I was going to do one really hard memory level or multiple decently difficult memory levels. After deciding that it would be more fun to beat multiple easier levels than one really hard one, I decided to do Requiem, as this level's cool as fuck. Unfortunately, however, even though I was almost certain of my ability to be able to beat Requiem in a decently short amount of time, and then be able to beat another memory level before the end of the month, I kind of really underestimated this level. So here's how it went. A little over a month ago, I beat Ploink. Yes! When I went for it, I thought it was going to be easy as it nearly perfectly fit my skill set. This actually really upset me when I found out that this level was just fucking impossible. Anyways, after beating it, I decided to go for something easier. At Lucid. Even though progress was starting off strong, I somehow managed to get bored of it after about a week, which really surprised me considering this level has some crazy high enjoyment. Realizing that May was approaching, I decided to put the level on hold until I got good enough progress on Requiem to beat it relatively quickly in early May. Unfortunately, however, my progress was not fast. You see, this part is just fucking awful. Let me explain. My problem is with this duel right here. Not only is this wave absurdly hard with all this deco blocking the view, but there's also this 79% click. So basically when I learned this, I thought this was what you were supposed to do. For some reason though, even though it worked perfectly fine in practice, whenever I would try to actually do this for 67%, I would always die with the robot. Even though I thought I might have been doing it wrong, I had absolutely no idea what I could do differently. And so I proceeded with spending a week on this singular part to be able to do it once. It's only about 20 days later that I realized you were supposed to release late with the wave to make the robot jump a little and make the whole thing free. The wave was still impossible though. Even though this was the biggest choke point for me for the longest time, this level has so many more choke points that I probably can't even name all of them, so I'm just gonna stick to the main 7 others. Yeah, there's a lot of them. So first up there's the drop transition, which is absolute shit, since you have to do a completely blind microclick which messes up your alignment most of the time. Right afterwards there's the spider black orb, which is just so garbage because of this dumbass ship portal right there. Like 5% later there's the 35% yellow orb, which is just an absurdly tight timing. Then there's the 41% wave dash orb, which isn't really that hard on its own, but it's completely blind as you can't see anything with this deco. And there's a TP portal that just offsets your wave, making it even harder to predict where your wave is. Then in the second drop, there's the dual mini-ship and mini-cube duel, which is just insanely hard because of the absurdly tight gaps with the mini-cube. And then finally, there's the last UFO, which is probably the hardest choke point out of all of them. Like, just come on, just look at this. Even though these choke points aren't the only ones, they're for sure a big reason why this level took me longer than Judgment Night. You know, the former list demon like 200 spots harder than Requiem. Anyways, on the 15th, I finally started cooking, getting this run.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yes, 5200 on Requiem finally! When I said that I was cooking though, I mean that I was absolutely frying this level. Getting 25 to 93 18 minutes later, which includes all of the choke points except for the last UFO. I even managed to get 47 from 0. The next day, I started streaming the level, which is what I did for most of my following sessions. So if you want to see me do this live, be sure to subscribe, like, and check out my channel. Anyways, I quickly managed to time my run to 50 to 100, and after a while of playing from 0, I finally passed the first drop part, getting all the way to 54%, and even 59 2 hours later, officially having the level in 2 runs, twice. On my next stream, I kept my streak and got another new best, this time getting way further than I expected. What? No way. 72%. I also got 73% 3 days later, but once it got to the 23rd, I knew I was running out of time. I just couldn't be bothered with streaming anymore, so I locked in off stream and started absolutely destroying this level.
Sometimes I just kind of sweat for no reason. What the fuck is up with me?
39 to 100 twice in the same day.
What the fuck, 39 to 100 again?
But what I did from 0 was even crazier.
No!
94%. Only 3 clicks away from beating the level. This was huge, but since the last UFO is so hard, I knew that this death would only be the first of many. What I wasn't expecting though was for all of them to be in the same session. I started out my session by doing runs like usual, but I quickly realized that this was no ordinary session. No way, dropped to 100?
No way. No way.
This is basically the entirety of the level's difficulty, as the pre-drop is like completely free. Then I continued my usual routine by going from 0, but this time, something was off. The drop transition was consistent? Like, what? Yeah, I have no clue how this happened, but finally, for the first time in a month, instead of constantly dying as soon as I got to the drop, practically arguing with a brick wall, I could finally get some real drop attempts. And so that's when I got really far, really often. Fuck. Come on. No, 94 again. This was insane. Not only had I tied my best, but I had passed the entire drop 4 times in one session. Although I was getting pretty unlucky, it was all going to be worth it. Yes! Yes! I beat Requiem, no fucking way! Wait, what the fuck is that sound, bro?
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm way too lazy to make an actual outro because I'm editing this past midnight, so I guess subscribe.